Good morning. Welcome to your weekend. I'm Pastor Ben. Glad to be with you this morning. Eventually, I'll be back to this with like a full, coherent thought to share with you on a Friday. It's just that today is definitely not that day. However, we do have for you a little bit of news about an event coming up. We will have in April, just about a month from today, our Great Day of Service event. So we're really glad that things have kind of, after the surge, which has been so awful, and that has really caused us to fall back quite a bit, but we're back into a place where we can start to think about how we can safely be together again. One of those ways that worked well in the fall and that we'll be able to do next month is with our Great Day of Service event, and that will take place next month on April the 18th, and it will be the meal packing event. So if you've seen it or participated with us before, we work with an organization called Rise Against Hunger. And they come to us with a great setup, and we're able to help prepare emergency meals. They're dry goods, and we put them together, we package them, and get them back to Rise Against Hunger, who then helps them go to areas around the world, sometimes through school feeding programs that are supplements, or to areas experiencing natural disasters or man-made disasters, depending on where it goes. And we can really do a lot of good work in a short period of time, but it also is a really good way for us to have a chance to be together in service. And so we're glad to be able to bring that opportunity back on the 18th. And while there are just a couple of final little edits that will make everything is ready for you now, if you wanted to go on today and actually register, you can see the details, and you can let us know if you want to be there. Now, as always, and especially right now, it'll be hybrid, and we'll continue to be hybrid as we eventually do get to a place where we can be back together more often. So there are ways that you can virtually participate. So maybe you're not in the area, or you're just not in a place where you're ready to get back into any crowds. Most days I'm not. But you can also be just a virtual participant. You can help support us. You can pay for you can pay for quite a few meals. The meals are about 29 cents a piece. And so you can do a lot of meals. So we have it set up so that if you want to go on and donate $29, I think it's like 50 meals just from that type of donation, then it's ready for you. So I'm going to post the link here. I didn't send it to Brian. Sorry, Brian. But we can make sure that you're able to jump in there whenever you are ready to do that. And we'll share that link in the comments as soon as I can find it, because I'm not finding it for some reason. Interesting. There it is. All right. So I hope you will be able to join us for that. We encourage you to come as a household if you can, just because it's a little easier to be in close proximity like that. But you don't have to. We'll take anybody, and we have it limited. We'll be masked up, and we will be outdoors, and that way we can give ourselves all the best chance of serving together in a safe way. I hope that you can take advantage of that. The other thing is that just to remind you, after this week, the extreme violence rooted in white supremacy and misogynistic and racist behavior that took place in Georgia, but we know is taking place daily. We continue our work around the journey to racial justice, informing Foundry how to faithfully take another step toward dismantling white supremacy, especially within our congregation, so that we are a place that is more fully the beloved community that we're called to be. Over the next few months, you will see coming from the process we've been in for the last multiple years, but especially in the last year of the intentional work of the committee, you'll see some of the initial strategic priorities that will come through the board. And so we look forward to that, because it's going to put us back it will put us on a trajectory where we are consistently learning. I don't know if you feel like the world only pays attention as we jump from violent act to violent act. But these things are daily, and so they must be dismantled daily. And the work that the JRJ is doing is to keep us and help us approach the work daily, and to improve how we actually live together as a church community, knowing all of the things that have to be addressed. So look for that to come out in the next couple of months. The other piece that is happening right now, you may have seen it, but I think the DREAM Act passed yesterday through the House, and so we'll soon be going over for consideration in the Senate, among other immigration bills that are going to be up ahead of the April recess. And the Sacred Resistance team will be having some conversations with other congregations. But if you're in wherever you are, especially if you're outside of DC, now's the time to be making contact with your senators, since you actually have voting representation, unlike those of us in the district. Be making contact with your senators. It would take 10 members from the minority party to get these things passed, and so that's a lot. So if you're in a place like Florida or North Carolina or something like that, those are your reps that you can be talking with. And if you want support around that, I'm prepared to offer it. Sacred Resistance is prepared to offer it, and the General Board of Church and Society is ready to offer it through the UMC, and they're at umcjustice.org if you wanted to check them out. But continue to reach out to me. Let me know how I can support you. But now's the time to be using your voice to make some real and needed changes, so that we can stop the back and forth and the dehumanizing of immigrant neighbors. It would be great, or at least take a step in that direction. There's plenty to do, and there are plenty of ways to do it. Some of what you might need to do may just be checking in on yourself and continuing to take care of yourself, keep yourself safe, keep your family safe, wear your masks, get the vaccine if you're in line, take your jabs, and we'll all take our next steps toward whatever the next faithful step is. That's been a rallying cry for some of our ministry teams, is what's the next faithful step. And so we'll keep looking and searching those out together, and then we'll take those steps together as well. I hope you enjoy your Friday, and we will see you at 11:15 on Sunday for worship. Until then, bye-bye, friends. Enjoy your weekend.